Hey everyone, it's Yo Taylor back here at the Style Table, and I am here with Mia Sanders. She is a serial entrepreneur. She and her husband have several businesses, but we're going to talk about two businesses that are nearest and dearest to her heart. She has a sea moss business where she sells sea moss for your health and wellness, and she also breeds dogs. And she's a serious fashionista. Listen, we are over 50, and I mean, this woman looks so hot. I was like, okay, I gotta talk to you because goals, right? Because we are not our grandmothers anymore. And she has mastered the art of looking good, looking youthful, but not trying to look like her 20-year-old either. And she masters that with skill and creativity, and I love it, and I had to talk to her. So Mia, welcome to the show.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
I want to talk to you about, you shared a story with me briefly about your mom surviving breast cancer, correct? And
Yes.
why you and your brother decided to support her. And I want you to tell me a little bit about that.
Well, backstory. So in '96, my mom she had an aneurysm in her brain. She had a stroke. She survived that, and then in 2012, she got diagnosed with breast cancer. Aggressively so, but her first bout of chemo, she lost her hair. So my brother and I just decided to shave our hair. And I shaved it, got used to it, even so much that I threw away curling irons, brushes, combs. The only thing I kept was my blow dryer, and that was because I had a little dog at the time, and I had to have a way to dry his hair once I gave him a bath. But other than that, I got rid of everything else.
I have a friend who wears her hair like that, and she would, if she put on a wig, you're like, I don't like that. I like the other way, you know what I mean? Because you have the perfect head shape. And what an act of love that turned out to be your own passion and how you love seeing yourself.
I did. My husband threw me a 50th birthday party, and I had to wear a wig. I said, we got to take pictures early because it wasn't me. Because it had been shaved for so long. Right,
and it's a part of you. My sister-in-law wears her hair almost, she just wears just enough so you can see the flakes of gray. I mean, both of you are beautiful women, so it's a part of your style story and your family story. I love this story, and I'm glad I'm sharing. I had to share that part because you taught us when you joined Style Closets and Dividends, which is my group, my private style group for women. You taught us how to use head wraps, and you were just so creative. And then as it went on, I started seeing more and more of your looks. I said, dang, hit after hit after hit. I said, I have to talk to Mia. So now I also want to ask you about the sea moss. How did because that has a lot of good health properties with health and wellness, and I'm hoping beauty as well.
So I was skeptic. I'm not gonna lie, because it was a fad at first. I have my sister, biologically she's my cousin, but we call her my sister. She was like, you need to start doing sea moss, and I was like, girl, bye. I said, it's a fad. I'm not a jump on. I'm not a follower. But then I started taking it, and I started taking it because I have digestive issues, and it's beneficial for whatever your ailment is, because it's not the same for everyone. So then I did jump on the bandwagon when the pandemic hit, and most people, let's start a business. And so I decided to do sea moss at first, and then I thought, okay, it'd be beneficial for the kids. So then I did sea moss freeze pops for the summer, and then I was like, okay, well, you know what? It's good internally, so let me see how it'll work externally. So now I make soap with the sea moss in it, and then I make the body butter with the sea moss in it. So I tried a couple of things, and it's beneficial for what you need to take it for.
Oh wow. So again, that's great that you took that product and then you started extending it, making like soap. I love handmade soap, so we're going to talk after this. Okay. He's also going to tell us how we can get some and try some, you guys, by the way. Now, another thing this fashionista does that blew me away is she's a dog breeder. And she's getting ready to tell us what dogs and how did you get involved in breeding animals. dogs?
Well, I have always been an avid animal lover. I breed Rottweilers. I only had a little dog just because when I lived in an apartment, I could not have a big dog, but I had to have a dog. So then my husband and I, we moved into our home. I was like, non-negotiable with me in the marriage is you have to be an animal lover. So then I didn't want one, I wanted two. And then I just thought about it like, this can be a way to make money. And Rottweiler was, to me, a dying breed. And I wanted to bring it back. So it's just been my thing now. And we've had Duchess, who is my first female. She gave us 5 litters, 28 puppies. We had her fixed. Yeah, we had her fixed. And we're getting ready to start all over with Mila, who is now, she's in heat. So we're hoping within the next, dogs are only pregnant 60 plus or minus 5 days. So around Christmas time, we should have us some puppies. And
I love Rottweilers. One of my dear friends had 2, and the largest one, Bruno. She had Bruno and Tira ended up passing away. But Bruno was so big and just a big animal. And they come up to you, they look so intimidating, and Bruno would just come and throw his big head on your lap and then lay on his back like, get the rubbing, lady, rub my belly. Just so, just like, you first see him, you're like, and then just so loving and affectionate, and definitely sweet dogs.
And Duchess, my girl weighs 120. My male weighs 115, and my 1-year-old that we're starting all over with, she weighs 112.
Wow, that's a serious grocery bill.
Yeah, you think? Yeah, and they're spoiled. I tell them they eat better than the humans in my house.
I love animals. I'm a fur grandma, and I love Milo. Milo is my 6th baby. So 6th grandchild as far as I'm concerned. So that is super cool. So that's, Dimas, breeding Rottweilers, and you're a fashionista. So let's talk about fashion. I just noticed how creative you are. You understand your body. You understand what looks good on you. And you understand how to mix and coordinate things effortlessly. Were you always a fashionista, or is it just something you decided that, you just fell in love with doing?
I will tell you, and to be honest, I was never comfortable with my body. And in December, I had a breast reduction. And so that kind of changed the way that I dressed as well, because I was never comfortable. So after December, it was one of those things where it was like, I'm going to wear stuff that, and color, because black was always my go-to. So after I had my surgery, it was like, I'm going to do some things that I've been afraid to do because I wasn't comfortable with my body. So now I just kind of play around with stuff, just to see if, especially with the color, more so than the outfit itself. I play around with the color. And I'm not afraid to try it. Never been one of those people that shop trendy. It's just what I like. I got a pair of bell-bottom jeans that I've had. My son is 34. That I've had for over 34 years. That I just refuse to get rid of. They fit different from time to time,
right?
but I still wear them today.
I just did a My Style Mondays about jeans, and why it's like, don't settle for any kind of jean. Don't say, well, this isn't in style and that's not in style. Bottom line is, get what fits you. I still have my bell bottoms from what was it, the early 2000s, that we had that kind of resurgence, but they're back, and low rise, bell bottoms. I still have mine. I kept mine. I think you should, certain things you should keep, as long as they're gonna still fit you, and you don't have to not enjoy the bread basket and the wine just to get into. If you still can wear them, wear them. But that's when you start curating your own style. When do you feel like at what age do you feel like you really settled into your own personal style?
Probably about 45, between 40 and 45. Yeah, between 40 and 45. And like I said, I was comfortable you know what, it started with me being comfortable with me first. And then it was kind of like, it was like, you know what, I'm just going to throw on what I wanted. Look, we want someplace. Yeah. All right. I'm just going to grab it and I'm going to throw it on.
See, I do think once we get to be a certain age, especially once I got to be over 50, I was just like, you know what, I'm just going to wear what's me. I'm not going to apologize for the things that I like to wear and make excuses for it. I'm just going to wear what I want to wear. And keeping clothes, and if you understand somewhat with fashion, these designers, they work very hard trying to come up with this different thing and that different thing, but they still always go back and revisit what they've designed several years or decades before, and they just bring it back. So don't count those out. Even your skinny jeans, if you still have your skinny jeans, and people are wearing more straight legs and boot cuts and wide legs, but you know what? Skinny jeans will be, I would still wear my skinny jeans if I like them.
You know what? And I think I owned one pair, but when skinny jeans for me, I wasn't comfortable with me. So I'm pear shaped. I was until I lost all my weight, but yeah, it was weird to see myself in skinny jeans. Like, yeah, no, not me.
Yeah, that's kind of how I was with high-waisted jeans. I have my torso is shorter, and I'm top heavy, so it just was not cute. It was not cute. It's like it was breast, and then that's not cute. Sorry.
And nothing in the middle.
Yeah, nothing in the middle. It was just like, so, you have to really know your body, and when you're comfortable in your body, and our bodies change. Our weight, especially over 50, goes up and down. So finding clothes that that will go up and down with you is so important. So important to build that wardrobe. What are some of your favorite pieces or favorite things that you like to wear?
It depends on the day. I am a go-to jean girl. And depending on where I'm going. I went out with my husband with this weekend. We went out to dinner. I don't care to wear jeans out to dinner, just because of the way I was raised.
Right.
And then if I'm going out with my girls, then I'm quick to throw in a pair of jeans. If I'm going out with my granddaughter, it depends on where we're going. I went to a play in the park for her, and it was a soccer park. But I was just kind of like, I'm not gonna wear I don't feel like a grandma, but I wore a sundress with my back out, and that's how I was comfortable. It just depends on where I'm going, but I try to be appropriate. That part, I try to be really appropriate to where I dress.
I think our age group, we're Gen X's, but we still kind of have some of those values from the baby boomer generation, where we want to make sure that we are appropriate. But, we're also, listen, we want to look good. We want to look hot. We want to feel good. And we're allowed to unapologetically. And we are those grandmothers. We are the grandmothers in the bell-bottom jeans and the halter top. We are. But we are appropriate, and we make sure that our clothes are fit better, right?
It's so funny because my youngest son, we go places. Somebody will say, "Is that your mom?" And he'll be like, "Mom, go back to the car." Like, no, I'm not going back to the car. I'm not going back to the car.
Oh my God, I love it. I love it. I love it because he's also proud because he's like, people can't believe that's his mom, and so he's sitting there beaming with pride. But at the same time,
at the same time.
Yeah, at the same time. At the same time. So I think that is so awesome. You guys were gonna see some of her hits. Man, it's just hit after hit after hit. I was so impressed with how you just put things together and how you just find things. You know, do you find that if you find a pair of shoes, you organize your outfits around a pair of fantastic shoes you find, or is it the other way around?
More so around the shoes than the clothes, because I think you can get away with the shoes better than you can the clothes. My mother would always say, an inexpensive pair of shoes will mess up an outfit, but a decent pair of shoes can make a cheap outfit look real good.
Boom. That right there. There. Because you can mix high and low. And when you do that, if you do it well and you take care of your clothes, if you take care of what you have, and we were raised with that, take care of what you have and treat it well, it will last forever.
Ever. Yep.
So Mia's going to tell us how we can get in contact with her about the sea moss, the soap. I definitely want to find out more about that, the soap and the body butter. And if you guys are in the Cincinnati area, you know, she's going to give us information as to how we can contact her if you're interested in adopting a new baby Rottweiler. Tell us how to do that.
So my web address is www.miaseamoss.com. That's miaseamoss.com. And if you are interested in getting a puppy, I'm on the AKC website. You just have to search Rottweilers, and you just do your homework. I don't have a page for that, just simply because it's too hard to maintain, because I don't do litters that often. So I am registered with AKC though. Okay.
Alrighty, you guys. And you guys know where you can find me, Yo Taylor at thestyletable.com. Please follow, like, and subscribe to my channels and social media. I always appreciate the support. Bye, you guys.